Today's podcast is sponsored by King's Cleaning Solutions. King's offers carpet cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, upholstery cleaning, natural stone maintenance, area rug cleaning, and hardwood floor cleaning in Kokomo and its surrounding areas. Contact them today for all of your cleaning needs.
Welcome to another episode of The Lamp. I'm Pat Munsey, publisher of the Kokomo Lantern, and with me today is Ann Shaw, Executive Director of the Howard County Historical Society, and she's here today to talk with us about the upcoming and impending Cemetery Walk. If you are familiar with it from in past years, it's where people reenact people who are dead that are in the local cemetery, and you walk around and you talk to dead people, and it's kind of fun. And so... Hey, thanks for tuning in. Next week, did you want to talk?
You nailed it. Yeah, that was it.
so Ann.
I don't need to be here.
I stomped all over it for you.
You did, yeah.
So, let's talk a little bit about, because this program has been off the books for a long time.
20 years, I think.
I hate it that she said that, because I remember all the last ones.
2007. That was not the correct math. 2007.
She's not a math teacher.
I am not. That's why I did history.
Yeah. Well, 17 years still.
17 years.
Way too long ago.
Yes. So we are bringing that back. We decided not to do From Dark Pages this year.
Which I really loved.
Right. It was a great show. We decided that we wanted to do something a little closer to our mission for our organization. So as much as we love the tour of the mansion at Halloween and Frankenstein and all that, we wanted to move closer to home. So not physically. We will be at Crown Point Cemetery on the east side of town, but we have 9 different characters that we have actors portraying, and they are all buried in the cemetery. So you will be...
So we're going to exhume the actors, and they're going to act right out of the graves. Then.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of work, to bury them and then have them come back.
It doesn't take as much to dig up a body.
Are you saying
you might think.
So they're actually actors that won't be buried.
They will not be buried.
But they'll be portraying people who were buried or are buried.
They will be portraying the people that are buried at the headstone where they are. So I think that's pretty cool.
Pretty close anyway.
Yeah,
right?
Pretty close.
Yeah, sure. So let's talk about when this is going to take place.
This is October 4th and 5th. It's a Friday evening and a Saturday mid-afternoon.
Okay.
So if you like to be in cemeteries after dark or at dusk, Friday night is the time for you. If you don't, then Saturday is the way to go.
Okay. So that's 7 o'clock on Friday?
Shows start at 6 o'clock on Friday.
Okay.
They are every 15 minutes. So there are 5 performances on Friday. The last one is at 7. And then on Saturday, we run from 2 o'clock to 3:30. Okay,
so are you taking people in groups then?
Yes.
Do you have to register in advance and schedule your time?
So we prefer that people buy the tickets online. They are $15 a person. That way you can have your preferred time slot. You know exactly when you're going to go. There will be limited availability for walk-up purchase.
Okay, do we know how many people will be in a cohort each 15 minutes? I mean, how many you can take?
20 to 25.
Okay, and you're doing 5, so 100 to 125 each day.
Yeah,
so.
Good math.
So, well, I hope. Someone check that for me and get right
back. We'll never know.
Right, exactly. So it's limited.
It is limited,
if you want to see this, you need to get on board early, get your tickets secured early. In the case of inclement weather, which in October tends to happen, and I don't know how inclement it has to be before you say, oh, wait, we're going to stop. Well, what's your plan there?
We are expecting a rain date of the next weekend.
Okay.
So the next Friday and Saturday is our plan for a rain date.
Gotcha. So if it rains, it's off, or if it rains a little bit, it's still good? I mean,
that is a decision that we will have to make closer to time. We will let everybody know. Everyone who has purchased tickets on our Facebook page, email, we'll let people know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the characters who will be portrayed on this event?
My favorite is Mark McTeague. He was the sexton of Crown Point Cemetery. So he was the guy who took care of all of the grave digging and grave filling, organization. And he was there, I think, 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's there.
And is he buried there as well?
He is buried there.
Well,
we will have Mark McTeague there at his own
Can't get away from work.
No. I think he'll have a shovel even. I don't know.
Wow.
I think he'll have worked that day.
Excuse me, sir. I know you worked for 40 years and you've lived here for the last 80, but could you come back up for another round?
Why not?
So,
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll have the sexton of the cemetery. Who else we got?
We will have some Deffenbaugh there.
Okay.
And they will be talking about, I think, that there used to be different spellings for their names. So
Okay.
The Deffenbaugh Street that we know now may not have been spelled the same way as the Deffenbaugh family who
Double
came
F,
here.
I think.
Yeah. And then we have a couple of other ones. Some are children or friends of people that passed away, and they're sort of having a conversation about the person. One of them involves a mystery death.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we going to solve it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be fun then. It'll be an unsolved mystery.
That's right. People love that.
Yeah, they do.
There's no aliens.
There are a whole podcast and everything about that.
I
kind of stuff.
know.
I don't do one personally, but
I don't
maybe
either.
I should change that. We
Yeah.
could start that with the cemetery walk.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Not at all. But anyways.
Live podcast.
Alrighty. What else do people need to know about this event? We've talked about a couple of the people who are going to be exhumed for this.
That's right.
Okay. Tell me about the actors. Who do you got lined up?
We have some of the actors that we have had From Dark Pages. We have an actress who was involved in the first cemetery walk.
Oh, cool.
So she's bringing a lot of experience with her, some know-how, which has been much appreciated as we sort of resurrect this event. So it's, I think it's a great cast. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All local actors in costume.
Cool. Now, which side of the cemetery, east or west, is this taking place in?
West.
Okay, and so when it comes to parking, because you're going to have a couple hundred people or a lot,
Yep.
So how do we do parking?
We are working very hard on that to make sure everything goes smoothly. Primary parking is on Sycamore Street, heading west. There are parking spots there. There's parking on Delphos, which is just north of the cemetery. If need be, we can park at some points in the cemetery. We will have parking attendants, volunteers that will help
So we'll
direct
help
people.
out with that.
Yeah.
Great. Now, if I'm interested in sponsoring this event, because I'm assuming it takes a little money to pay your actors and put the costumes together, things like that, what do you need as far as sponsorship?
We are looking for cash sponsors at this point, or if you have, we'll talk about anything that you would like to give us, honestly. We have a couple different sponsorship levels. The $250 level is memorial supporter, and the $500 level is guardians of the grounds.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So to donate, what am I going to get in exchange for my donation?
All of our advertising, we're going to have a pamphlet that talks about actors and the characters. We'll have your stuff in there. Everything that we do online. We'll have stuff at the cemetery walk. Everything that we can to promote your business. Yep.
All right. Sounds good. Now, looking a little bit past October, because right after that we get into the Christmas season, and one of the best things that happens anywhere in Indiana is the lighting ceremony at the Cyberling Mansion.
That's right.
I love being there every year. Do you have some needs from the community for that this year?
We are looking for volunteers to help us with Christmas lights this year. We've had some staff changes, so we're looking for volunteers for a lot of things. So if you have an interest in pretty much anything, we can put you to work.
That sounds like an offer that goes outside of hanging lights.
Oh, very much so. Any grounds work, if you're super into cleaning, we're looking for some carpenters, hosts in the mansion, obviously,
Wow.
clerical work.
So this is a great time to get involved with the Historical Society.
And I think a lot of times people think mansion host as volunteer.
Sure, I've done that.
Yeah, and they don't really think past that, but you don't have to be a host. You can do all kinds of different stuff. And if you do want to be a host, don't be scared off. We don't do guided tours, so you don't have to memorize anything. It's real easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they want to sponsor or if they want to volunteer, how do they get a hold of you?
So you can call our office at 765-452-4314. You can also email info@howardcountymuseum.org.
All right. So have we heard enough about the Historical Society?
I mean, never.
Of course not.
Yeah.
But that's all we have for
That's
today.
all we have for today.
So, all right. Well, Ann, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been another episode of The Lamp. Make sure to tune in every week as we do some silly stuff like this.
How dare you?
Oh, come on now. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. And as always, be good to each other.